Drake is back in the headlines in all the wrong ways. This time, he's been named in a new federal class action lawsuit alongside streamer Adin Ross. The main allegation? That money was...
This looks like his mugshot already. He turned himself in. We don't wish jail on nobody, though. It's crazy that they got a Rico for this. They just gonna want some money anyway, though. I can't imagine Drake first day out.
Used from an online gambling site to boost music streams. We have the complaint, we have the legal claims, we're going to break it all down for you right now. Alright, so Drake is back in the legal headlines, and this time he's named in a new federal class action lawsuit that was filed out in Virginia, and it makes some sweeping allegations about gambling and money movement and music streams. We're going to try to make this as simplified for you as possible, because it does get a little complicated, but the main allegation is really, really bad. It's really egregious. According to this newly filed complaint, the suit claims that Drake, along with very famous streamer Adin Ross and another person, that they didn't just benefit from allegedly inflated streaming numbers, which we'll talk about, but there's an allegation that they may have financed those allegedly artificial streams through an online casino. Okay, here's the basic theory of the case as alleged in the complaint that was obtained by Law and Crime. So you have two consumers who claim that they were drawn into what they essentially describe as a predatory, real money gambling environment on an online casino. This is after seeing promotions from Drake and Ross. From there, the lawsuit claims that money flowing through this platform wasn't just about gambling, but was allegedly routed in ways that supported broader schemes, including the artificial boosting of music streams. And this is where things escalate, because the plaintiffs aren't just alleging deceptive marketing. They are invoking federal RICO law. So basically, they're accusing the defendants of participating in an ongoing enterprise involving illegal gambling, concealed money transfer.
I'm saying, is they using their own money, though? Because they could lose. If I make a bet and I lose, then I can't boost my Spotify, boost my iTunes, whatever y'all dropping y'all music on.
And coordinated digital manipulation. The complaint points to things like the online casino's internal tipping system, a large public giveaway, high dollar exchanges between the parties as examples, it says, or claims, how money was allegedly moved, and how that money was then allegedly funneled or used to fund botting and amplification campaigns behind the scenes. Now, to be clear, as we go through this, and I'll try to simplify it as much as possible, these are just allegations, okay? They're not proven facts. The lawsuit is in its...
It's just allegations, y'all. We don't wish jail on nobody over here, you know? We ain't fucking with the feds, man.
In its early stages, nothing has been decided or proven in court. None of the defendants have been found liable for anything, but the scope of these claims, the decision to frame them as a RICO case, remember RICO, Sean Diddy Combs? This is what make...
Remember Rico, Sean Diddy Combs? What that got to do with anything, man?
Filing really stand out. So with all that in mind, I want to walk you through what this lawsuit actually alleges and what it would take to prove something like this in court. Okay, so to help us do all that, I want to bring on criminal defense attorney Mauricio Padilla as we go through each aspect of this lawsuit. First of all, so good to see you. Thank you for taking the time. Happy New Year.
Good seeing you. Thank you so much.
Before we even go into the suit, aren't they essentially alleging a crime here? I mean, after reading a lawsuit like this, it wouldn't be the first time that you have a lawsuit that begins or maybe initiates a criminal investigation. But is that what they're alleging here, a crime? Could investigators begin to look into this?
Multiple crimes, and crimes including the online casino.
Man, your name Maurice. So you spell it different don't mean nothing, man.
And in addition to possible crimes involving Drake and the online casino, because I hear allegations that not only is this they're accusing the online casino of malfeasance when it comes to dealing with their own target audience regarding advertising, but when they're alleging that Drake used the online casino.
God damn, Maurice, get your shit together out of here, shit. Bro. what the hell is bro talking about? Then Drake, when the allegations, because I see when this nigga all Charles Barkley
for help in misdirecting views
baby.
or trying to artificially amplify his music or.
Listen to this nigga, man.
Drake and the online casino, because I hear allegations that not only is this they're accusing the online casino of malfeasance when it comes to dealing with their own target audience regarding advertising, but when they're alleging that Drake used the online casino for help in misdirecting views or trying to artificially amplify his.
Yo, my boy's on powder cocaine, man. Mauricio, that's Mauricio, all right. He on that pure Spanglish.
His music or the viewership of his music to make it look like more people are listening to it than it will, and I think that's obviously a crime.
And to be clear, these are just allegations.
More people than that's obviously a crime. That nigga, man.
That's right. One thing can be alleged at a civil arena doesn't mean that it would precipitate a criminal investigation. But Rico, I mean, to sue under Rico for something like this, is that unusual? Because this isn't just about deceptive practices or misleading advertising or just consumer losses. They're alleging a criminal enterprise, essentially. How strange is it, or how often do you see someone filing a lawsuit under the Rico law?
Honestly, I don't see it that often. I don't think it's something that's used that often. However, in this particular instance, I think it may be appropriate considering the allegations. They're alleging, things that do spill over into the criminal arena. And I think that what is not new is when you see a civil litigation outline the crimes that were committed by the tortfeasors or by the defendants, because that's part of the job of the lawyer. I'm suing you for money in civil court, but I'm letting you know that I know the criminal behavior that you were engaged in. That's not extortion. I'm not extorting you. I'm not saying that I am not going to call the cops if you don't pay me money. I'm just letting you know that I'm suing you for malfeasance, for torts that you may have committed, for egregious behavior.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want you to get locked up. I just want some of that money from you. You and Adin Ross, I should get at least about 10, 5, and 5. All this will go away. You know what I'm saying?
I will give you my money.
What?
Oh.
I don't want to hear no more from my nigga Maurice, man. He done said the same shit. And then when they caught him, like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on?
Artist, a massive streamer. How does that affect the case, how it's litigated, what the negotiations are behind the scenes?
Well, number one, you know that they are going to come 100%. So you already know in advance that.
Pause, bro. What the hell is wrong with Mauricio, man? Maurice tripping, man.
You're dealing with the type of person or the type of persons, because not only are we talking about, Drake, the YouTuber, but we're talking about the online casino. You already know that these are deep pockets. And what does that mean? That means that they have the money to put up the best defense that money can buy. So you must be aware that you are going to be challenged on everything: jurisdiction, subject matter.
Man, they in Northern Virginia running up a play. 200,000 on a layup. And then they take that money that's originally their money, and they go run the string up. But that's crazy because Drake, that's what you suing your label for the Kendrick shit. And allegedly they saying you've been in the cut, man. Doing it out. But I don't know if you did. I don't really care if you did. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Dismiss, you already know in advance that they're going to come with everything. Now, I'm assuming that they didn't play ball when it comes to the pre-litigation phase, the demand letters. I mean, I'm assuming that that's why this was filed, because the online casino and or the other defendants didn't want to resolve the case before it got filed. But for me, the main thing when you go against high profile celebrities, which I've done before in the past, is you must be aware that you are in for a battle, which is important when you're taking that first step.
And what's different about this case is it's not just one or two people suing. So it's a class action lawsuit. I wanted to ask you about this. So the lawsuit was filed by two consumers, right? LaShawna Ridley, Tiffany Hines, but on behalf of a class, right? Those in the same position, namely those allegedly who were misled by the defendants and induced into illegal gambling and that they suffered. And they claim that there was use of this gambling website, this online casino. They lost money on the platform. They were influenced to sign up, keep playing after these promotions were seen from by Drake and streamer Adin Ross. And they're suing this online casino along with Drake, Adin Ross, and a third defendant named George Wynn, who the complaint describes as an online operator involved in amplification and promotion campaigns. Mauricio, talk to me about why this is framed as a consumer class action rather than an individual dispute. Why do this? And how easy is it to get the court to agree to certify this as a massive class action lawsuit?
Right. Well, it's important because what you're doing is you're letting the defendant know, the online casino know, is that we're not only suing on behalf of these two people, we're opening it up to all the other people that have suffered because of your actions, and then separate and apart from the actual litigation is the attorneys can look for other people. Now, what will happen is when you ask how difficult is it to classify this as a class.
Hey, bro, Mauricio lied on the application because he can't get a full sentence off without messing up. Is he reading something? Well, you can lie on the app, man. Proven fact.
I don't think that it's going to be difficult based on what I've read. I think that it checks off a lot of the boxes that the courts are going to be looking for. And once that's opened up, then the actual attorneys can do a campaign of advertising to look for other people that have suffered the same the same issues that the people that are
There's cocaine on that table. Whatever hotel Mauricio was in with that webcam, there's all type on the table, man. That plate.
Up the actual class action. So they're going to look for people that have suffered the same damages, and then that opens up the amount of damages. So now we're not talking about just the damages of these two people, which could be limited to what they lost. We're talking about the damages of all the people that that lost money on this online casino, which just like any casino is going to be substantial. So it's a substantial financial risk for them.
And also from efficiency purposes, instead of having 50 different lawsuits alleging the same thing, you do it as one massive class action. So from there, let me get into this. The complaint lays out its core theory, right? And it starts with the online casino itself. So according to the lawsuit, this online casino is not what it claims to be. That's the allegation. The plaintiffs allege that it presents itself as a harmless, quote, social casino, while actually operating as a real money gambling platform that violates U.S. and Virginia law. The filing puts it like this, quote, the online casino, we're not going to mention the name of it, by the way, but the online casino was a casino that purportedly does not permit real money gambling to bypass applicable United States federal and state gambling regulations. And then the plaintiffs then explain how the platform allegedly works in practice, namely an illegal online casino of games and bets. They say that this online casino uses two virtual currency systems, gold coins and the online casino's cash. So gold coins are framed as play-only tokens. There's no monetary value. They can't convert it into real cash. But the online casino's cash, according to the complaint, that can be cashed out for real money or cryptocurrency. And the argument here seems to be that gambling is being disguised as gameplay, while users are still exposed to real financial loss. Mauricio, talk to me about what you make of that argument and what you think might be the strength of this, how this might be able to be proven, or if you see any kind of deficiencies in it.
Well, first of all, if you look at this online casino and you look at the money it makes, the revenue it makes, I'm going to be able to gamble, for lack of a better word, that you're going to find out that the money that they're making is because people are gambling for real. The reason people gamble is because there is a financial interest at stake. People gamble because they want to win money. So even though I don't know anything about this online casino, I'm willing to bet that when you look at their financial structure, how much revenue they make in a year, they're making money because people are gambling for real. And if that's the case, just because you say that this is fake, if it's not fake and you're raking in 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, and you are not jumping through all the hoops that all the other online casinos in the United States have to jump through, then you have an issue and you have a problem. And this lawsuit is a way for all of a sudden everybody to be talking about that you are violating the rules and the laws of this country and other countries.
And if through the course of discovery, if they have to open the books and show...
They just want to sue. They just want the money. That's all it is, man. Just give them the settlement, man. Go ahead and settle out the court. That's all they want.